Trump's SEC starts shifting agencies' focus as job cut threat spooks staff. The day after the Trump administration sent a missive to all federal employees inviting them to resign, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's acting boss, Uyeda, addressed staff in a packed auditorium at its Washington headquarters. In his opening remarks, Uyeda did not delve into job security or the staff's worries about the new direction of the agency under the Trump administration, which has criticized what it calls the weaponization of the SEC's enforcement functions, according to 3 SEC officials who listened to the meeting. Instead, the Republican commissioner spent time talking about his own career. One of the listeners told Reuters they felt Uyeda's remarks were tone-deaf, as many people in the audience worried about the agency's direction, their jobs, and other mandates like forcing employees to return to working in the office 5 days a week. Another SEC official in attendance gave Uyeda credit for pressing ahead with the town hall, where he also took questions. The person said that while Uyeda did not sugarcoat his remarks, he had also not said anything that could be perceived as offensive. Uyeda did not respond to a request for comment for this article. In November, he told Reuters that the SEC will get a chance to reset its regulatory agenda to focus on capital formation and innovation, while protecting investors, including senior citizens, from scam artists defrauding them. Details from the town hall meeting on January 29, which are reported here for the first time, provide a window into how the Trump administration's sweeping attack on the federal bureaucracy has roiled the securities regulator, which underpins investor confidence in the $110 trillion U.S. capital markets. The agency's new leadership has made changes in recent days that start to alter its priorities and how it functions, ranging from a move that centralized power in the hands of Republican-led commissioners to shrinking crypto enforcement, according to more than half a dozen current and former SEC officials. Within the SEC, 2 of the former officials said these steps are seen as a precursor to further restructuring, such as disbanding other specialist units and moving staff into the so-called core enforcement team to unwind previous initiatives. Some experts and former SEC officials told Reuters the changes are too quick and ominous. Everyone agrees these agencies are large, bureaucratic, inefficient, and there is much to be desired, said Daniel Taylor, a professor at University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School with expertise in corporate disclosures, insider trading, and fraud prediction. But you don't improve the agency by threatening its workforce, having mass layoffs, and making changes without explaining them. An agency spokesperson declined to comment on reassignments but added, the SEC is fully engaged in enforcement efforts against fraud and other schemes in all areas, including crypto. We are working to enhance accountability regarding our enforcement efforts. Some market regulation experts are awaiting the arrival of Paul Atkins, who has been nominated by President Donald Trump to take over as the SEC chair to get a better sense of the agency's direction. It's tremendously important to the U.S. economy that we protect the capital markets, and I don't see Paul Atkins as wanting to destroy that, said Jill Fish, professor of business law at University of Pennsylvania Law School and an expert on capital markets regulation. But Fish added that Atkins will have a real problem regulating markets effectively if there's some sort of massive pushing on the people.